Welcome back to Chaos Collectibles. So I just finished another custom figure, and this may potentially be the last one that I do for a little bit, as I have had this week off of work from my full-time job, but I've still been going into work in the afternoons at my other job. Anyhow, just finished this figure. I just got done sealing it, and it turned out pretty cool. So let's take a look at this guy, and I'll tell you exactly what I did to build him. Oh yeah, by the way, I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the suggestions that all of you give me on this stuff. If applicable, I do use them. So there was a couple suggestions made for names the other day from Remco Customs and Rider's Origin. So Gore, that will be the name of the gorilla, and Brutaro. I like that name a lot from Remco Customs. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the feedback, suggestions, everything you guys give me. This is awesome. But after building this guy, I think I'm going to call him Brutaro, and I'm going to show you why. I wanted to make an orc figure, which is why I made that custom armor the other day. This will be Brutaro. Pretty crazy looking face there. Took a lot of work. But this is my orc figure that I made. And his weapon goes up through Zolo skull. And he's got a pretty crazy face there. And what I ended up doing is I'll show you here in a second. But yeah, I just got done sealing this guy. So here he is. Just got him done. Pretty crazy, pretty wild. It was a real pain in the ass to do the face, and I'll tell you why. So I ended up going with this head. And what I did is I cut it off right here below the nose, cut it back here, cut the entire chin out along with just the whole mouth area. And I did a video a few weeks back about I gambled and I lost. Well, that's not the case anymore because I'm using a lot of this stuff. So I ended up getting his orc head that was super small, and I cut the bottom of his head off. And I filled in that area that I cut out on that head with that jaw. So this actually started out as the same head, but I ended up notching that out. I smoothed it out the best that I could. I mean, there's still some rough spots in it, but then again, I mean, he's not a human. He's an orc, so he just doesn't have the best, skin texture, right? And then I cut the top of that head off, or hair off, and I ended up filling that in with the Procreate sculpt as well. So that took a lot of work yesterday to do the head. And then I completely repainted it after I filled all that in. So he's pretty wild guy here. And then for the armor, I know I went over this a little bit the other day, but I'm gonna kind of go through it again. So here's the armor that I did here. And then I cut the spikes off here, which actually used to be right here, and used those. And here's what I actually used for that shoulder. So I'll kind of show you this. Grab this guy here so I don't knock him over. And that's what I did. So this longer part is actually this side. The shorter part is this side. And I just rounded the corners off after I cut that in half. So yeah, this is what I did to create this guy. It took a lot of work. The weapon was actually given to me by somebody. I bought it in a lot. But it was really weird. It was red and black, but the texture of it was almost like a candy cane. When you buy a candy cane and it's wrapped in that plastic, it's almost like what this is like. It was shrink wrapped in plastic or something. So I ended up having to sand that bad boy down like a mofo. Sanded it down, repainted it, and then I just got a Zolo head, skull head, blew a hole in the top of it, cut it up, painted some cracks and stuff in it, and put it through there. So yeah, this is pretty interesting character here. Pretty happy with the way that it turned out. I mean, it's not perfect. It does have its flaws, but all in all, it turned out better than what I thought it was gonna when I was in the middle of it. But yeah, this guy took a lot of work. That head and the armor was quite a bit. So this is like a 2.5 day project between everything. But yeah, there you have it, everybody. This is my newest orc, Brutaro. And yeah, all right, there you have it, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you all have an awesome day. Until next time.